Welcome to Module 1. So first let's go through an introduction where I will take you through what this module holds and what will you learn by the end of this module. So in this module is called as Understanding Basics. Now when we say Understanding Basics, what does that mean? Now Understanding Basics is we discuss the different fittings required for the bathroom and we demonstrate the function. Then we need to know the space that is required, the minimum space. This applies to the area mainly when we've got a really small space and we want to add something in, or you're reworking on your space. Now, if you are having an existing space and you kind of are thinking about the same layout, this may not be as important. But then if you're planning to do any change in the space, which we'll come to in the second module where we talk about space planning, this will be quite important. So you don't have to remember anything by heart. If need be, if you're making the change, you can always come back and refer. But I put this first because it is the basics and standards, and you can call it like some data collection. You're just collecting information so that if you need them in the next stage, you have them handy. Then we learn how to measure the existing space. Like I said, we are going to learn how to draw it to scale on a piece of paper. So for that, we'll have to first measure the space that we have and then make sure we are able to put it on paper. So we'll understand the different scales, what that is. And usually for a bathroom, a scale which is 1:20 is a good scale to have the drawing on an A4 that will fit on an A4 size. Generally, if you've got a larger bathroom, we might have to change the scale, but generally 1:20 is a good scale. And by the end of this, first we'll have your existing layout, your bathroom as is, we'll have it on paper. So quite interesting. This is again broke down to 3 chapters, where the first chapter covers the basics, where we talk about what the basics are required in a bathroom. The second is design standards. So we talk about the standards, the minimum space required for each fitting and what you need to know around it. And the third, we come into understanding measurement, scale, and actually drafting. Drafting is the official term used for drawing and sketching it to scale. So again, when we talk the design basics, we will analyze the different fittings required. We'll understand the different types, the different sizes, different options available. In the design standards, we'll understand the standards. It's all in reference to a human scale. So we have a standard and then a standard for measuring. And of course, we'll understand the different scale and we will learn how to draft your existing layout and maybe even draft an elevation. So like I said, by the end of this first module, you would have collected and analyzed all the basics that you require in the bathroom, identify and comprehend the basic and standards. Like I said, you don't have to remember it by heart. If you need it in your planning stage, you can always refer back to what is it that you need. It is broken down in each section, and go back, refer to the measurements, and then take that to your planning. Finally, we'll also learn to interpret and develop your existing layout and the elevation. So stay tuned. We start now going full on with Module 1, Chapter 1. See you there.